Do y'all ever just sit back and have one of those moments and you just look at your
Yes, I do. Because, like, literally, as we speak, today, I walked in the house, and I have these moments often, but today I walked in the house and I said, wow, like, I have everything I need. I have a car, I have a roof over my head, I have food, I have everything I need. Like, I may not have a brand new car or even a 5 year old car. Like, my car is from 2000. Okay, I've been riding the same car since I was 16 years old. I'm 31. And it ain't in like beautiful shape, but it's still drivable. And I get from point A to point B, and I get to make money using my vehicle and everything. And it need a little fixing, but I'm still here. Like, I still get to drive my car, and I have a roof over my head. Like, I moved a few months ago, and I pay higher, 50% more in rent. And eventually, I'll have my own house. You know what I'm saying? Had I stayed got my degree and then, got a full time job, I probably would have had a house by now. But I'm a full time entrepreneur. I've been doing this full time entrepreneurship for 7 years this year in August. That is no small feat for me because it's been on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else is living my life for me. No one's giving me handouts. I mean, I've had help along the way when I really needed it, but it hasn't been to the point where it's just like I'm enabled. You know what I'm saying? And it's all God. It's all God. Just the fact that I'm still here today without having losing my mind when years ago I felt like I was losing my mind. I feel like I know I was. I was probably this close to having a mental breakdown. And I'm not saying that people who have mental breakdowns lose their mind. Maybe people do say that who have mental breakdowns, but I know that it was like God just prevented it from happening when it was at the peak. It was just like, and that's a story for another day. But I know, like, looking back over my life to see how far I've come after all the doubts, after all the people saying, what are you going to do? You need to be doing this and you need to be doing that. And I still hear that, but I'm still in this. I'm still in this, and I'm still taking care of myself. I'm still paying my bills. Like, sometimes you be kind of like, so in some seasons you're like, God, okay, I can't catch a break. It feel like, but then there's everything gets cool again. And sometimes those, it's not even a season, it's just moments, and you just have to not panic. And that's what I had to learn along the way, was just like, God's going to provide no matter what. Like, even if you have to skip a payment, even if you have to have a late fee, even if you have to call and say, hey, can y'all give me a little extra time to pay this? God still provides. And that has been what I've witnessed over the last several years of just being out of my parents' house and being on my own and paying my own bills, and like, and not this, I was paying my own bills when I moved back home after I graduated, but I didn't have any bills because I was staying at home, and my parents at that time, I wasn't required to pay rent. So everything else was small little things. Then it's another day. I won't go all the way through that, but it's just, I'm just grateful. I'm just thankful. Like, nobody, I chose a lifestyle that many people I just don't think do. It's not easy to do, and I see why people wouldn't do it, but it's also got to be in you. It got to be in your heart and spirit to just kind of go off on your own and figure things out. So, me, I decided to be a full time entrepreneur because I just felt it. I believed in it. And every day, I'm grateful to be here. Like, I haven't been going to sleep at my normal times. I used to go to bed like 2 a.m., you know. That's just what time I go to bed. Lately, I've been going to bed when the sun is coming up. Like, I can hear the birds chirping. I be seeing the sunlight. I be hearing the cars moving. And I'm just now closing my eyes to go to sleep. That's what I've been doing for the last about 4 weeks. And then I wake up around when the sun is setting almost. And I'm just grateful that I can do that, because I wouldn't be able to do that sustainably if I was in another position. Like, I'm still being able to take care of everything I need to. God is still taking care of me after all this time, after all the things that I've been through. And I'm just grateful. Like, I'm sitting in my room in a house. Like, I may be renting, but this is a home for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a roof over my head. I'm going to get everything that I want and desire in due time. And I just encourage anybody who's made it this far to just keep going. Oh my goodness, just keep going. Like, whatever that looks like, don't give up. Keep running, keep fighting, keep clawing your way through. Because sometimes you're not gonna be running full speed. Like, sometimes you gotta crawl a little bit, because everything just seems like sometimes you just feel like, I just want to die. And it's not like suicidal. It's just like, God, take me with you, because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've been there many times where I'm like, Lord, it's just too much going on down here. Like, just go and take me with you. I know I'll be free there. But nonetheless, I'm just grateful. I just wanted to, like, piggyback off of her, because I said, I know that feeling. And God bless her, because losing parents, I know that must be the hardest thing. Because I still have mine, but I know my parents have lost their parents. Or at least my dad lost his mom in his 40s. My mom lost her mom when she was 18 years old. And then my mom lost her dad when he just a few years ago. He was 90 something. When I think 91 when he passed. So this was in 2020 when he passed, and she was in her 40s as well. But God is just so good. That's all I'm saying, is God is so good. And me and my parents were just talking about this on Sunday, about how grateful they were that we were all good, and they were just blessed. We were thanking God for salvation. Like, man, I just thank God for salvation too, because I don't know where I'd be without God. I don't see how people do it. I don't see how people who don't believe do it. I just don't see how y'all do it. Like, anybody who see this, who's made it this far, and you don't have a relationship with God, I urge you to just try him. I urge you to just try him. He is just too good. He is just too good. And it's one of those things that you can't, sometimes you can't explain how good God is, because he is just more than good. And you don't want to be out here by yourself. You don't want to be out here by yourself. You always have a friend in Jesus. And if you ever want to talk about him and learn about him, and you need somebody close to your age, or just somebody who you feel like you can relate to, please you can DM me. You can comment if that's what you need, because I would love to talk to you about God and what he's done for me, about Jesus and what he's done for me. He is just so good. And so, anyway, I'm emotional myself, but I just want to come here and say that. Y'all be blessed. Mwah.